Hey guys, today I just wanted to come talk to you really quickly about some props that you definitely need to have, and everything else is just kind of icing on the cake. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. One of the things you definitely want to have, whether you're just starting out or if you're in the interview process, smart demo process, is a whiteboard. Now, if you're in the interview process, you could just use a piece of paper, and same goes with your classes. You could just use a piece of paper. But you're going to find that you're going to want to invest in this. This was $1 at the Dollar Tree. So, and I think maybe it came by itself. I was thinking it might have come in a package of 2, but definitely 1. And I've had this one for a year, and then I've bought more just to have more of them. And then, of course, if you have a dry erase board, you need some dry erase markers. You can get those at Walmart or the Dollar Tree as well. And this is a paddle one. I like it because I hold it like this to write instead of up like this. I hold it what you might consider upside down, and then I write on it here. Now what do I do with that? I do a lot of things with that. I help them to blend. If someone is struggling with like the TH sound, I will break it down like this, and then ba. Now hold it way closer to the camera for them, but this is what I do. Now for other props, it depends on if you're doing the lower levels or the upper levels. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you know I do a lot with Google Slides. But even though I have those slides and I will show, I usually use it for the verbs. Sometimes just to show something that I don't have, because you can't have every single prop for every single word that the student may not understand. But all of mine fit in this little plastic shoebox. And then most of the time I don't even set it out. If it's something I know I'm going to use a lot of props from there, like I have an alligator and a couple of animals, and the alligator is the only one that's on top because we were doing short A, alligator. And in another class today, we were doing A or an, and so I used it for that too. That's pretty much it. And you don't have to have physical props. I just got lucky. This was my son's alligator. So I just got lucky. Most of these, besides the dinos, of course, most of these were my children. Now, if you don't have children, that's okay. You can print off props. I know I've showed this to you before, but I also have printed off props. Again, this is just an oil pan that I put magnets with packing tape on the back, and I use these quite a bit as well. So don't feel like that you have to have 3D props. Of course it helps to have them, but until you can, you know, get something or raid the Dollar Tree, especially right now since you might not be able to do a lot of shopping, then you can just print off what you need. Same thing with the letters. These are magnetic, and I know I've shown this to you before. This was an old highlights. It came folded. It was, what do you call it? A magnetic poetry that I mentioned in another video. But you just, sorry, my headphones aren't stretching far enough today, so I'm having to really stretch here. But sometimes, especially with the lower ones, not so much for the upper ones, it just kind of really depends on the student. I will have this prepped ahead of time, almost always. If we're doing op words, then I will have a bunch of consonant letters down here at the bottom. Again, you can watch some of my other videos and you've probably seen them. And then I would just drag the different letters up to practice op. But you can do the same thing with this. You can just write op on the board, and then bop. Good. Now what's this one? Sup. Yeah. And then just keep going. You can use this for a reward as well. It's two-sided. So maybe you have your reward on one side. Maybe you're like, you get a star. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But that's pretty much the main props that you're going to want to have. Um, that's not to say you can't have others, or but start small and work your way up. Maybe you're not ready for Google Slides yet. I wasn't, not right away. It is easier to find some fun interactive rewards doing that. It is interesting pictures, especially when you're trying to show something like driving a car. Sure, you can go like this. That's like the universal sign, right? But um, just having that picture helps with that. So these are just a few of the basic things that I like to have. Um, you know, when you first start off, preview the lesson ahead of time. See what props you have. You can go, if you're doing an apple, go get an apple out of your kitchen if you have one, or a banana. It can be an actual real item. So just look around and see what you have before you go spending a ton of money on something. Drop in the comments below what you like to use for your prop. What is your most used prop? Or if you were just starting out again, what prop would you use? Thank you for watching today. See you next time.